Well, Republicans are pressuring the State Department to remove Undersecretary Patrick Kennedy after accusations he discussed a quid pro quo with FBI agents in the Hillary Clinton email probe. But the State Department is firing back, saying it didn't happen as was described in newly released FBI files. President Obama touched on the subject just a short time ago at the White House.
The notion or the accounts that have been put out there are just not true, based on what we have seen, heard, learned. Some of the more sensational implications or appearances, as you stated them, aren't based on actual events.
Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is live in Washington with that story for us. Hi, Catherine.
Well, I'll get to that in just one second. Patty Ann, buried in the FBI files that were released yesterday is a very important interview with an intelligence community contractor who specializes in something called the dark web. This is the part of the web that cannot be reached by traditional search engines such as Google and must be searched manually. And this heavily redacted FBI interview summary reports that files were found on the dark web associated with Clinton aide Sidney Blumenthal, who was hacked back in 2013, as well as a highly sensitive file that appears to be associated with the Clinton server. And it reads in part, quote, "The file did not come from Blumenthal's server, but contained a reference to an IP address range that included the IP address of Clinton's server." Redacted, that's the contractor, became concerned he had found a classified document and stopped the project. A former official who ran IT security for military intelligence reviewed these records for Fox News.
One thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this Excel file that had sensitive information was out in the open and not protected in any way. So it could be that a hacker is moving information around, and that hacker, whoever that is or whichever group, is not protecting their own stuff.
The FBI documents also show career State Department personnel were suspicious of a special group of employees brought in to review the emails, some with direct connections to the lawyer you see here, David Kendall, who is Hillary Clinton's longtime personal attorney.
These are the attorneys for Hillary Clinton. They left their jobs at Williams & Connolly and started to work for the State Department. It got so bad that one of the people, the career people who actually deal with this information, said that the 7th floor at the State Department was acting as if it was its own, quote, shadow government.
The fact that even the president is now responding to this reporting on Patrick Kennedy gives you a sense of the significance of this reporting and really an acknowledgement of how significant it may also be to the Clinton campaign. And despite what officials have said publicly, if they just read the FBI interview summary, it is there in black and white, and it's the statement of an FBI agent. These 302s, for some context, are not considered to be opinion documents by the FBI. They're considered to be statements of fact that can be submitted to a court as evidence. So it's a very serious document. It's not someone's sort of random assessment of how the conversation went down, Patty.
Interesting. Catherine Herridge, thank you.
You're welcome.